very controversial thing happened, you know, the WWE, is when WWE Unreal released on Netflix, you know, and obviously everybody's like, oh, what's WWE Unreal? And it's basically a whole documentary on how creative is done for all of these wrestlers with the WWE. So what are everybody's thoughts on that? Like, do you guys think that most of the criticism is warranted because people don't want to see like the behind the scenes, but people do?
I don't think it's that big a deal. Like, I feel like if you already know the business and shit, then I think it's interesting to see the back how shit actually works and all that, and it doesn't necessarily change how I view the product.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it's like, I honestly agree with that, because everyone's saying how, like, you know, Vince was still in charge, he would not let this happen, and maybe you're right, but
I mean,
I don't think it's that deep, honestly. I really don't think it's that deep, because when we think about it, right, I think when everybody looks at the WWE or just any wrestling promotion out there, people are gonna know, oh yeah, we all know it's fake. We all know it's fake. And, you know, whole ass thing about it being fake. Oh, you know, the moves are real, you know, but the storyline is the fake part. You know, it's like blah, 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 blah. So it's like, yeah, for me, I think it's not really a big deal at all. I do honestly think people are like overreacting. Yes, they're showing off the behind the scenes, and they're showing off like, oh, this is how John Cena turned heel, and oh, this is who decided to go with that idea, and oh, this is how it's done, blah, 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 blah. I think that's cool to see, only because as a sucker for people, or just a sucker of things that are going on behind the scenes, I think that's pretty dope to see. I think the WWE, especially like when it comes to their behind the scenes, it's always like almost a mystery when you really think about it. I don't think it's that big of a crazy deal. I think people are overreacting. I do think at some point I will watch the 5 episodes. It's just that they're an hour long, like all of them. It's crazy. Kind of almost get your bang for your buck. And I think it goes up to WrestleMania. But yeah, the original WWE Mania 41 plans.
Oh, that's in the thing?
Yeah. So let me read off the card for you. So you got Cody versus John Cena. Duh. You know. Roman versus Seth, Gunther versus CM Punk, Rhea versus Bianca, Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton, Judgment Day versus the Wyatt Six, Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair versus Asuka and Io Sky, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, Bad Bunny versus Dominic Mysterio, bruh. Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre with Stone Cold Steve Austin as the referee.
My nigga, what?
Yes.
My nigga, what?
Yes. I'm being so dead ass right now. Being so dead ass. Like, I will put the picture up on this right now, but like, but here's the really weird one: Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio with Travis Scott.
My nigga, what?
Jay versus Damian Priest versus Sammy versus Sheamus versus Bronson versus Ludwig Kaiser for the IC title ladder match. And LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso, Andrade, Solo, Santos Escobar, Carmelo Hayes, and Shinsuke for the US title ladder match. So yeah, that's the full card of WrestleMania 41. Could have been crazy, because I actually think the Bad Bunny one is kind of cool. Shinsuke being there is pretty cool. But what the fuck is Rey Mysterio with Travis Scott? Like, what is that, bro? What is going on with that? Holy moly. There's also stuff like in the documentary where it also said like, oh, the creative they were pitching on in terms of like, oh, who should win the Royal Rumble? You know, who should do it? And most of the room basically said CM Punk. And then you just had one guy basically say, what about Jay though?
Shit.
I mean, so dead ass.
Okay, that's so funny.
Like, I would play it on stream, but I don't want to get copyrighted. You know, I don't want to
be got immediately.
yeah, I will be got. But basically, they were all like, yeah, CM Punk, you know, CM Punk, you know, CM Punk. But what about Jay though? I think he's hot right now. I'm like, oh gosh.
And everybody's like, no, he's cooking.
I think that was very interesting. Couple other tidbits was like how Triple H said to remember when Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte had that little, you know, debacle in the ring that seemed unscripted, but it was also, you know, you couldn't really exactly tell, but you could kind of tell. Yeah, Triple H in the back apparently was like, yeah, we gotta tell Tiffany that she cannot do that. And I was like, uh-oh.
That's hilarious.
Uh-oh. So yeah, that was very interesting. Yeah, again, it's just like when it comes down to this specific series about, you know, the WWE, again, I feel like the behind the scenes portion of the WWE is like one of the more secret parts about the entire, like, in terms of all of entertainment, I think. So I think seeing a behind the scenes look into it, because everybody knows storylines are fake, all the moves are real, it's just the storylines are fake, you know, blah 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 blah. I mean, that's just something that you just got to go into with the, you know, just the thought of everybody still works their ass off, but you want to see that. You want to see the human side of things, you know, which is why I just like, guys, I don't think it's that big of a deal if people were saying, oh my God, this ruined wrestling or something. No, it did not. Like, come on. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's actually no way that you can kind of think that way. And if you do, I'm sorry. I just don't see it. I just literally do not see it. You know, I just don't see it. Yeah, I just thought that was very interesting because, I mean, I'm seeing all these clips when I wake up and, yeah, you know, everyone's just talking about it, and he's like, man, why the fuck did they post this shit? And I was like, why? What do you think? Why do you mean, why? They're gonna go ahead and post it no matter what. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
It really isn't.
It's not that deep.
It isn't. I don't think this is like a crazy revelation, but I think it's kind of cool how, like, in the back, like, they communicate with the refs and shit. I think that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Because you kind of can't tell. You really can't. But the CM Punk was crying because of, I forgot what it was, but he was like, I think it was because he, you know, main evented WrestleMania. Bro was crying. See, guys, this is real. This shit real, bro. Just don't understand, man. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. I think people are overreacting.